You turned on right now? Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm turned on.
How come?
Because you're sitting right there with me.
Oh.
Can't follow. Seriously, it's a party going up in here right now. Just licked his.
I mean, I feel like we have, similar tastes sometimes.
A lot of
so it
people say
happens.
we're like golden retriever black cat.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I think
yeah,
it's
yeah,
very,
yeah,
very,
it's
very
true.
true.
That's so
Reportedly uncovered the truth about Justin Bieber and his supposed downfall, and they're blaming it all on his involvement in a cult known as Church Home, led by Judas Smith.
Justin Bieber just cannot stop putting Hailey in awkward situations. And this time, Kendall Jenner is right in the middle of it. One single photo from a random night at a low-key LA dive bar had the internet spiraling because the vibes, way too intimate for anyone to ignore. Let's be real. If Hailey ever scrolled through Justin's phone, and honestly, I doubt she even dares, she might stumble across private convos with Kendall that would have fans screaming, "Too close!" Not screenshots, not receipts, but that undeniable slick energy between two people who just look a little too comfortable. And fans are convinced this isn't just harmless friendship. It's a pattern, so let's break it down. The photo that lit the match, Hailey's awkward response, the messy history between her and Kendall, and all those Reddit deep dives where fans swear something has always been off. Add Justin's history of oversharing his relationships online, dragging Hailey through chaos without a second thought, and you've got yourself another internet wildfire. Here's how it all started. Justin pulled up at a small dive bar in LA, just chilling with friends. Nothing wild until bam, that Instagram post went live. At first glance, harmless. But eagle-eyed fans instantly clocked Kendall Jenner leaning in super close, whispering in Justin's ear like she was telling him secrets. That photo was straight body language tea, and the internet devoured it within minutes. Top comments? Brutal. One person wrote, "This man shows love to every woman except his wife." Another said, "Kendall is always too close to somebody's man." No sugarcoating, just calling it how they saw it. And honestly, they weren't wrong, because Justin looked way too relaxed while Kendall leaned in like it was their own little world. And Hailey? Nowhere in sight. Of course, the internet went wild, because every single time Justin gets caught in these moments, fans point out the same thing. Hailey always looks like the afterthought while Kendall somehow steals the spotlight. And whether that's the full truth or not, the optics are messy. Now, Hailey could have just let the photo fade. Instead, she jumped into the chaos with a comment under Justin's post. It's always Kendall telling a story with her hands. On the surface, a lighthearted joke. But the vibe? Awkward, forced, like she was trying a little too hard to play it cool while the internet tore her apart. Fans were quick to ask, why does the wife have to explain the vibe under her husband's post instead of being the vibe herself? Then Kendall doubled down with her own reply. God forbid I'm a visual storyteller. Cute? Maybe. But to the audience watching, it just poured gasoline on the fire. Instead of calming rumors, the back and forth made things look even sketchier. And here's the kicker. This isn't about one dive bar photo. Fans have been side-eyeing Hailey and Kendall's so-called friendship for years. Entire Reddit threads dissect it daily, some arguing Kendall only keeps Hailey around because of Justin, others saying Hailey always looks like the insecure bestie while Kendall plays the effortlessly charming pick-me role. At this point, their dynamic feels less like girlhood and more like a PR arrangement dressed up as brunch selfies. And let's not forget how this whole bestie era even began. People swear Hailey only pushed that friendship because Justin was already close with the Kardashian-Jenner crew. And yes, that includes the old rumors about him and Kourtney Kardashian. I won't unpack that whole mess right now, but let's just say even Ellen DeGeneres once had Kourt squirming in her seat when she brought it up.
Justin Bieber help with the kids at all, or?
No. Only
That's the rumor. I know y'all are just friends, right? Or are you really dating him?
we're friends.
You're friends?
Yes.
Why are you smiling that way?
We're friends.
You're smiling as if that maybe it's beyond friends.
I've been smiling this whole time since I've been
No,
sitting here.
not like that. That was a whole different...
And that's the backdrop, which makes sense why being tight with Kendall was Hailey's golden ticket to keeping herself locked into Justin's world. Because if you really think about it, all those so-called BFF goals moments with Kendall start to look less like genuine friendship and more like strategy. Look at their circle. Every other girl is a polished, successful Nepo baby. Supermodel contracts, TV shows, billion-dollar brands, the whole package. Meanwhile, Hailey's the one the internet loves to drag as the flop Nepo baby. No signature career move, no breakout moment, no standout lane of her own. Brutal, yes. But scroll through Reddit, and that's exactly how people talk about her. One of the top comments says it plain, Hailey and Kendall only use each other depending on who's more famous, at the moment. And that's not even the messiest theory. Some fans swear Kendall actually hooked up with Justin once upon a time, yet Hailey still calls her a best friend. To fans, that math just doesn't add up. The whole dynamic feels less like loyalty, and more like convenience, and the stunts just keep adding fuel. Fast forward to the 2025 Met Gala, Kendall and Hailey show up twinning and matching bestie looks, playing it off like their bond was flawless. Cameras caught the smiles, the giggles, the linked arms. But when a reporter asked if the outfits were planned, the awkward denial was enough to make the internet roll its eyes. Because to fans, it looked less like organic bestie behavior, and more like two people putting on a show to cover deeper cracks.
Matching? I mean, we're similar.
We have a lot of
I
diamonds
haven't
on.
seen her. We just ran into.
Was this planned? So this wasn't planned? You haven't seen each other yet tonight?
No.
Wait.
We just ran into each
You
other.
both look so amazing and you're matching. So I'm freaking out about that.
Look at you.
Can you tell me about these?
I'm wearing Tori Shaju. She is
Love.
a beautiful British young black designer, and I'm obsessed with her.
Okay, love.
And you?
I'm wearing YSL.
Well, you're a
As
YSL
per
girl.
usual, yes, I'm a YSL
I love.
girl. Yeah.
Okay, wait, I'm like freaking out. This is like besties matching. Does this happen to you both a lot or no?
Sometimes.
I feel like we have, similar tastes.
On the surface, it was all love, laughter, and fashion fluff. But to the internet, this looked like another staged performance masking something way darker. Because just when people thought the drama was about nothing more than matching dresses, a conspiracy theory slid onto the timeline, and it lit social media on fire. What if Justin, Hailey, and Kendall weren't just friends, but a throuple? According to this fan theory, Hailey allegedly tolerates it because she thinks it's the only way to keep Justin's attention. Justin supposedly loves it because he craves variety. And Kendall? In this version of events, she's only really interested in Hailey with Justin along for the ride. Wild, right? It sounds ripped straight out of Wattpad fanfiction, but the internet couldn't stop debating it. Of course, not everyone bought into that angle. Another corner of the fandom flipped it completely, claiming Kendall only ever wanted Justin, not Hailey, and that the real reason Justin stays with Hailey is because she never sets boundaries. One viral Reddit comment even branded her a talker with no pride. Harsh, but it shows exactly how ruthless online breakdowns of this trio get. And here's where it gets even messier. Fans are constantly digging up old receipts to fuel the Justin and Kendall rumors. Case in point, that infamous Calvin Klein promo shoot. Cameras caught Kendall leaning in a little too close, even playfully licking Justin's cheek while he laughed mid-interview. For shippers, that clip wasn't just a PR stunt, it was Exhibit A, and they haven't let it go since.
Stop it. Can't stop it. Seriously, it's a party going up in here right now. Just licked his face. That kind of beats it right there. Can't stop it.
You turned on right now? Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm turned on.
How come?
Because you're sitting right there with me.
Question, did you see this coming?
See what coming? You too? Honestly, no, I was super I didn't know, you know what I mean? Like, I think I hoped.
Yeah.
It's like, obviously, Hales is my lady and my best friend, and I wanted it so bad for both of you, and obviously her and I have connected through it as well, and I don't know, it just makes me really happy. I said that to you guys at your wedding. I think I started crying, and I was pretty gross.
Through the ups and the downs, you've always been there. I know you've been there for Hailey, and
Of course.
I know if you had to choose your team Hailey, which is fine, I get it. I've already.
No, I love you both.
Okay.
You know, Hales is my girl. Hales is my girl.
Hales is your girl. You guys are.
He laughed it off, but viewers clocked it instantly. That wasn't friendly energy. That was flirty. And then came the infamous audio clip that had fans gagging. A voice that sounded exactly like Justin whispered, "You turned on right now?" with a woman many swore was Kendall replying. He even followed it up with, "Yeah, I'm turned on because you're sitting right there." Like, who even lets something like that slip if nothing's happening? "You turned on right now?" "Yeah, I'm turned on because you're sitting right there with me." And it didn't stop there. Justin once went live hyping Kendall up, calling her gorgeous and reminding everyone she's always been there for him through the ups and downs. That kind of public praise only fueled speculation, leaving Hailey stuck in the background yet again. Nobody. Twisted his words. Justin said it with his whole chest. That wasn't fans spinning the narrative. That was Justin himself blurring lines, talking like the three of them were in some kind of shared arrangement. Connect the dots. The shady way the friendship began, the hookup rumors, the flirty receipts, and Kendall and Hailey still playing besties with Justin in the middle. It stops looking like friendship and starts looking like strategy. And just when the Kendall drama was boiling over, Hailey added her own spark. In June, she posted one of her aesthetic summer dump carousels. Bikinis, beaches, picture-perfect vibes. Cute, but fans noticed the original caption read, "Lemon. Drop martinis in therapy all summer long." Hours later, she quietly edited it to just "Lemon drop martinis all summer long." That tiny tweak set social media ablaze. Why delete therapy? What was she trying to hide? Many argued Hailey didn't want to feed into constant chatter about Justin's mental health, since every time she even hints at therapy, it becomes a headline. But the edit only made things look more suspicious. Fans saw it as another example of Hailey carefully curating her image, trimming away the messy parts to keep her brand glossy and controlled. The irony, Justin himself has been open about therapy. He's admitted in interviews that it's helped him grow, even when he once resisted it. So for Hailey to erase that word shows just how hyper-aware she is of public perception. Desperate to polish everything, even when honesty might serve her better. Meanwhile, Justin's mental health has always been the elephant in the room. TMZ even reported back in April that his former business partner raised red flags about his church home in Beverly Hills, describing the vibe as cult-like. Tie that to Justin's erratic posts, his sudden resets, his spiraling over the years, and fans can see why alarm bells ring. And Hailey, she's caught in the middle. On one hand, she projects calm founder energy with her skincare brand. On the other, she's tethered to a husband whose faith circle and behavior keeps sparking headlines. The clash is constant. Justin overshares raw and messy, while Hailey curates sleek and perfect. And when those energies collide in public, Hailey almost always comes out looking like the afterthought. Take her Vogue cover, a career-defining moment. Instead of simply congratulating her, Justin turned it into a confession, admitting he once told her she'd never be on the cover. Imagine that. Her win instantly overshadowed by him exposing himself as the husband who doubted her. Fans dragged him in the comments. Who needs enemies when you've got a husband like that? And that's the pattern. From Kendall leaning too close at a bar, to Hailey cracking awkward comments, to Justin dragging up old fights in public, it always circles back to the same cycle. Hailey polishes, Justin overshares, Kendall slides in the frame, and the internet never lets it die. At this point, every photo, caption, and viral clip feels like part of an endless soap opera. And fans are asking the same three questions. Is Hailey respected in her marriage? Does Kendall secretly hold more influence than she lets on? And does Justin even realize how much he keeps embarrassing the person he claims to love? The cycle isn't slowing down. If anything, it's only getting louder. And the next headline, you already know it's right around the corner. And sure enough, the fallout from all this hasn't cooled down. It's only turned the internet into a full-blown detective board. Every comment, every repost, every little move between Justin, Hailey, and Kendall gets magnified 100 times over. On TikTok, fan edits are everywhere. Split screens of Kendall leaning too close to Justin, Hailey's edited captions, and Justin's awkward oversharing are all spliced together like scenes from a Netflix doc. The captions say it all. This isn't marriage, it's PR. Another viral video went harder. Kendall's the main character, Hailey's just a placeholder. Harsh? Yes. But that's the tone dominating the online conversation. The media hasn't missed the beat either. Outlets are running side-by-side headlines. Justin Bieber praises Kendall Jenner again versus Hailey Bieber pushes rare skincare campaign. The contrast couldn't be clearer. Kendall gets framed as effortless, while Hailey gets painted as curated, always fighting for relevance. And then there are the insiders, those anonymous whispers that blogs live for. Some claim Hailey is exhausted from constantly cleaning up Justin's slip-ups, but feels trapped by the marriage and the empire they've built together. Others insist she's fine with Kendall's closeness because she knows what the internet doesn't, that Justin's loyalty isn't really up for debate. Either way, both versions keep fans hooked because nobody actually knows the truth, and that mystery is addictive. Here's the kicker, though. Every time fans think they've seen the peak of the mess, a new clip, photo, or throwback resurfaces and resets the cycle. Just last week, a fan account reposted an old interview where Justin called Kendall one of his ride or dies, and it immediately reignited the triangle theories. Comments flooded in, "Imagine your husband saying this about your bestie." Another bluntly wrote, "Hailey's fighting ghosts and still losing." And that's the thing. This isn't about one photo at a dive bar or one edited caption. It's become a storyline that fans refuse to let die. A soap opera where Justin plays unfiltered, Kendall plays untouchable, and Hailey plays cleanup crew. The roles never change, only the scenes. So the question now is, how long can this cycle keep spinning before something really cracks? And cracks are already starting to show. For months, Hailey has played the cool, unbothered wife, joking in the comments, editing captions, posting polished photo dumps. But lately, fans say the mask is slipping. Paparazzi shots of her with Justin show her looking drained, checked out, even avoiding eye contact. On Reddit, one viral thread summed it up. Hailey looks like someone who's constantly putting out fires she didn't start. Meanwhile, Justin hasn't exactly slowed down. If anything, his posts have gotten even messier. Cryptic captions, sudden throwback dumps, random shoutouts that make fans question who he's really talking about. Every time he says something vague about loyalty or ups and downs, the internet immediately spins it into a Kendall or Selena theory. And Hailey? She gets dragged into the storm whether she likes it or not. Kendall, of course, stays untouchable. She hasn't addressed the drama directly. She doesn't need to. All it takes is one photo of her with Justin at a party. One clip of them laughing too hard at the same joke, and the theories reset all over again. Fans call it the Kendall effect. She doesn't have to say a word. Her presence alone is enough to keep the internet buzzing. And here's the scary part. The longer this cycle runs, the more people are starting to question if Hailey will ever break free from it. One fan comment hit hard. Her entire marriage looks like a PR job she can't quit. Another was even harsher. Kendall's living her life. Justin's doing what he wants. Hailey's just trying not to drown. The speculation is relentless. Will Hailey finally snap and put her foot down? Or will she keep playing along, hoping the storm dies down? And if she does crack in public, even just once, it could be the headline that changes everything. Because, let's be honest, this isn't just about Kendall and Justin anymore. It's about whether Hailey can keep holding together an image that's been cracking at the seams for years. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you believe this. It's just harmless friendship, a messy PR cycle, or something deeper hiding in plain sight. What's clear is that every new moment, every photo, caption, or cryptic post keeps dragging Justin, Hailey, and Kendall right back into the spotlight. And each time, the roles don't change. Justin overshares, Kendall stays untouchable, and Hailey gets left cleaning up the mess. The bigger question is, how long can this triangle keep spinning before something truly breaks? Is Hailey strong enough to finally step out of Justin's shadow? Or will she keep playing the role of the polished wife while the internet writes the story for her? I want to know what you think. Is this all overblown fan fiction? Or is there really something going on behind the scenes? Drop your theories in the comments. I'll be reading. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because trust me, the next headline is already on its way. And in this soap opera, every new episode just gets messier. Now click that next video on your screen. It's packed with even more celebrity drama you won't believe.